good. The levels is good. The levels
Levels
is
is
good.
good. We are
The
here,
levels
people.
is good. Y'all know what it is and who it is.
Huh?
Huh?
Y'all know what it is and who it is. Y'all
Huh?
know what it is and who it is. Fight fans, 15 rounds of boxing, four corners boxing. We back, we live, we direct, and it's a big, big fight week to discuss with all that are watching with us today, man.
Yes,
I'm your
yes,
host,
yes.
Fight Night Dex, alongside my co-host, the heavyweight champion of the world, Fight Night Mo, and that locomotive, el maniático, the boxing maniac. Let's talk about it.
Let's
Uno,
do it,
you know, will be
baby.
joining us shortly. Four
Yes,
corners,
sir.
baby. Let's go. Let's go. Uno, you know, will be joining us in a minute, ladies and gentlemen. But fellas, what it do? How y'all doing, man?
Good,
We
man. Good,
good,
man.
man. We
How
good.
you? How you? You ready? You ready? You ready? Vegas, baby. You ready?
We ready to go back, man, to the desert, baby. We ready to go back to the desert, and it's gonna be it's for one that's really, really worth it, man. You know what I'm saying? Fight that we've been waiting for quite some time. We thought we were gonna get it at 68, but we're gonna get it at 75. And we're gonna get into that as well with the fight fans. Where, you know what I'm saying? Do you think this is better than what we would have got at 68 now that they are 75? Or should we see that at 68?
Mm.
We gonna chop it all up. They right there. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's the little guys right there in the middle, right there. That's the two
It's these
faces
guys
right
right
there.
here, man. These guys right here in the middle.
Holla,
Yeah.
holla. Shout out to James 40 Central Just, man. You see, we got a new revamp
40.
up here, baby. It's the red
Appreciate
corner.
y'all.
It's the blue corner. You know what I'm saying? It's four corners, man. It's four corners live and direct, man.
Yes,
But
sir. Yes,
fellas,
sir.
before we get into what's happening this weekend, let's talk about what happened last weekend. And we had a lot of boxing to start off the new year last weekend. It quick shout out to Golden Boy Boxing. They started it off last weekend on Thursday. Eric Priest was the main event. Shout out to Grant Flores. You know what I'm saying? We had my boy Grand Slam Grant, the
Yeah.
Coachella boys, baby, the Flores boys. He was on the card. He delivered the second round knockout, packed
Mm.
homeboy up. Grant is doing his thing, 8 victories,
Nice.
6 KOs. And
Ooh.
looking, he said he wants to be one of the top prospects by the end of the year. He wants to be in that name, in that
In that
nomination.
conversation.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know what I'm
keep putting
saying?
up performances like this weekend. Come knocking.
And Grant's a big boy, man. He's young. He's young, only 19 years old, man. He started
Mm.
off at 47. He's now at 54. The kid's only gonna keep growing. Shout out to Grant Flores. And he trains with Team Diaz, Joel Diaz over there in Cali. And Uzbeks, man. You know what I'm saying? So Grant be
Ooh.
out there getting a lot of spar work with the champ Israel Madrimov and MJ Akhmadaliev and Beck the Bully. You know what I'm saying? Like they all work. They got a big, big camp over there. And shout out to his cousin Gucci Manny as well that puts in work down there. Um,
Real.
Friday, 5 o'clock in the morning. Wake up, wake up. You know what I'm saying? Early, Mr. Area 51, Maniac, Maniac. Take it away, man. Mr. Area 51 was back in effect in a way against late replacement Jin Yong Kim.
Jin
Jin
Yoon
Yong Kim.
Kim.
Talk to a
Yes,
main actor.
sound like a duck sauce packet. But listen, man. In the way that I mean, normally these late replacements, not saying they never shocked us or upset it the apple cart in the past, because they have, but and like we said, man, in the ways of Area 51 resident, and he just had nothing for him. I watched the fight again, and he looked hesitant early. You could just tell in the way was just, we mentioned this, when a cat catches a mouse and he just playing with it. He's like, I could eat this mouse at any second, but I just want to push it around and just do whatever. That's exactly why Inoue did, man. Just an opponent that was outmatched, basically. And Inoue finished them within 4 rounds, the way he normally does in devastating fashion. That's by KO or TKO. and the KO streak continues for In the Way. But just like you, Mo, Uno, and a lot. Now, even Eddie Hearn, we saw him being very vocal about this. When are we not saying when? It is 122 is a division where there's only one fighter. I think X, we've been vocal about it. You mentioned his name a little while ago. MJ Medaliev. He's the only fighter to me at 122. Do I think In the Way packs him up? Absolutely. But I still think it's a fight that will catch the fans' interest, and it will be an action-packed fight because regardless of MJ, whether he wins or not, he will come to bring it. So hopefully we don't see too much of In the Way at 122 because all he's going to be doing, gentlemen, is just padding his record and against, underdogs, heavy underdogs. So hopefully he goes to 126 soon. Doesn't have to be this year, but absolutely by 2026, I want to see him at featherweight against the best.
It gets to the point, and I'm glad you said that, Uno. Everybody's so critical with Tank and giving Tank this and Tank that. Anyway, gotta hold him to a standard too. We gotta hold him to the same standard. It's coming anyway. Enough of that pity pat. Move up, fight the better guys, man. Enough's enough.
Mo. Oh shit. There he goes, Mr. Ball.
What up, though?
Bonito.
Pardon my lateness, fellas. What up, though?
It's all right. That gonna run you $20, but it's nothing for a guy like you.
All right, tax me on this one.
I just got a text message from the fire marshal. He said that the booth is still smoking. He just put out the fire.
Chill. Top secret. You know what I mean? What up, though?
Yeah, we good. So I just gave my take. Yeah, I just gave my take on the In the Way fight. And just a quick recap. Uno, basically what I said was he was in there with an overmatched opponent. And also that I don't want to see him padding his record at 122. There's only one fight, MJ Magdaliev, that I would like to see, and that's it. After that, it's featherweight for him, man. He's just too good, and he punches a weight class above him, man.
Yeah.
He punches like a featherweight. So I think it's time for that. I mean, what was your takes on the fight, gentlemen?
X brought it up to me because I didn't get to watch it, so I had to go back and watch it.
You did call it though. You didn't watch it, but you did call it.
We did call a 4.
Yeah, you dead ass.
We did call a 4. Honor the 4.
4 quarters.
The craziest thing.
You definitely called that.
X was like, yo, I've never seen somebody get hit in the face and grab their stomach. I'm like, what? So I saw the highlights first because social media puts the highlights, and I'm like, nah, I gotta watch this fight. So when I watched the fight coming home, I'm like, nah, that was different. Like I had never seen like someone get punched in the face and grab they ribs and they side like.
But remember that he packed up when he packed up Donaghy, he hit him with a body shot and he was grabbing his back like he was holding his back ribs like his.
You know what that is? He's touching these niggas' souls, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different. It's different when he's Shang Tsung these niggas, man.
I was about to say, your soul is mine.
He hit him in his face and his soul went to the glove. He ain't never gonna be the same. Go ahead, Mom, my fault. Go.
Nah, you said it, bro. Finish it. Keep cooking, because you're on the road. I'm on the same page with you, bro.
This is the shit we was talking about. Shout out to Sung Jong Kim. You know what I mean? If this shit was a martial arts flick, it might have went different, man. It might have went different because the name go with it, Soo Jong Kim. But this is anyway, man.
Hit me.
Yeah, and that's the shit that killed me even more. But this is what I'm saying. This is what we say, fellas, right? You don't play with them hymns. What are you doing? You know what I mean? And like Maniac, I agree with you because at this point, it's like, yo, dude, like, we know there's no test, really, there's no real test. There's probably one possible test there for you. And then at that point, you just taking advantage. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I agree with Maniac. I think he just needs to get to that fight with dude. I don't know how to pronounce the name that as well as Maniac because you know he's an
Akmadaliev.
expert. Yeah,
Akmadaliev.
yeah. You feel me? But
Uzbek power.
yeah.
Where's he
It's
from?
at this point. Yeah, he's one of them.
Oh,
He's one of them. He's one of them.
They
Yeah,
built different.
he's one of them. Hermano, what's up though?
Yo,
But
fellas.
the anyway nigga, man, he's too. He come on, man. For a replacement, like that's come on. A replacement is not stepping in that ring with him and doing anything with him, man.
I made this point before you got on. I made this point before you got on. So I wanted to know. I said everyone gives Tank a lot of slack. I mean, they come down on Tank. They give him the worst comments, just going ham on him about his opponents. His resume is padded. It's getting to a point now. We got to look at Inoue eventually too, because it's like, yo, like, what are you doing? Are you gonna keep padding, or are you gonna go up and really challenge yourself?
Inoue went on a 2024 money grabs, right? He fought Luis Neri to start the year, older veteran, former champ. You know what I'm saying? About to crack that gatekeepers list. Rocked him, packed him up. Although Neri caught him, Neri dropped him. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happens when sometimes you sleeping because it's a late replacement or he's old and washed up. DK, you know what I'm saying? But packed him up. He went and got another former ex-champ, TJ Donaghy, packed him up, and then Sab Goodman, who's supposed to be a young #1 contender, right?
Get him out of here.
Yeah, he
that nigga's duck zone. Yo, shout to Clarence. He's duck zone. He's the opposite of Clarence.
The bag a few times already.
Yo, what's it called? What's it called? Maniac, the Ying Ping duck sauce. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. The Ying Ping.
Yeah. He the jug. He ain't even a
packet. He springed his left ear. So he couldn't fight. So he couldn't fight anyway.
So you get Yi Jong Kim to step in real quick, late replacement. But he didn't last much. He didn't really put up a fight neither. He got his payday. Made Inoue just continue to look as monstrous as his name is. But that one fight at 122 that's left is the Uzbek power, man, MJ Akhmadaliev. I'm hearing that this dude, Mexican kid by the name of David Picasso, I've seen him on Golden Boy cards. I'm hearing that he's gonna get the Inoue homecoming to Vegas fight, because Inoue is coming to Vegas. And I'm hearing that David Picasso is gonna be the opponent. This guy's undefeated. He recently fought in one of his last fights that he fought with dude broke his rib in the fight, but he held it down, came back, knocked him out. And they oh my goodness, this kid, he's like 24-0. All his fights are really from Mexico. He had a few here in the States. I don't know much about Picasso, other than I saw him on that Munguia Rider card last January.
He was on another card.
Yeah, listen, he was on another one as well, but
you saw Apocalypto? You remember Apocalypto? When they took him to get sacrificed, that's going to be Picasso against Inoue. His head going to roll down the pyramid. Come on, fam. We don't want to see that.
This Mexican dude,
come on, son.
Next for
come on, son.
That he got his ribs broken in a fight, or his opponent got his ribs broken?
No, his opponent broke his rib in the fight. He was fighting, he was winning, but dude broke his rib and he held it down and came back and finished the fight with a knockout. You know,
with all due respect. With all due respect, my Mexicano brothers and sisters, save your brother. Do not let him get in the ring and fight anyway if he had a previous injury like that. Because if homeboy broke his rib, Uno, Maniac, X, what's gonna happen?
Listen,
we know
that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
We gonna wait to find out what it is. And we know who it is. Supposedly is David Picasso. That's going to be next. Akhmadaliev is the mandatory. He is the WBA mandatory. He's been passed up 3 times. That was all 2024. All 3 of these fights that Inoue had, Akhmadaliev was passed up on, right?
Oh.
So If he continues
Anyway,
to get
ducking.
passed up on, if he continues to get passed up on, he's gonna get stripped. He won't be undisputed anymore.
Yeah,
Bring the smoke.
So
yeah.
Uzbek power, give him his shot. I know a lot of people like, oh, because I've been getting a lot of backlash from people on social media, like, yo, that dude is washed. Yo, he lost at the Palace. How is Inoue scared of somebody who lost at the Palace? I don't care who lost to who, because from what I recall, Ali lost to Frazier, Frazier lost to Foreman, and Foreman lost to Ali. Man, styles make fights,
Yep.
and he is a former unified champion. That is his only loss to Marvin Tapales. And Marvin Tapales, I know y'all remember, guys, he gave Inoue a tough night. It took 10 rounds for Inoue to pack him up. You know what I'm saying? The dude almost hit the cards. He was holding his own. And if this guy's the former champ who has 2 victories since he lost at the Palace and picked up a crackerjack interim, give him a shot, bro. Pack him up. He's the last guy at 122 that I want to see you fight. Honestly, that like Uno said is competition, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Picasso is not so, man. Picasso is not so. Listen, man. And the only Picasso I know is a famous artiste, man. You know what I'm saying? And listen, man. And it's yo.
It's Picasso. His name is David Picasso. He has my
Yeah,
man
well,
David as
somewhere
well.
down the
So
line, them niggas probably got some relation, which means he probably should get into to art, pottery, maybe pottery. You know what I mean? A little paintings. Nah, but for real, it's just come on, man. I feel what Mo's saying because you know over here Four Corners we keep it unbiased and we got to keep it real. It's like, anyways, it's getting to that point where it's like, dude, you know what I'm saying? There's few fights that's gonna have any meaning left for him. You know what I'm saying? At that point, at that weight class, like Maniac said, he has the power to transfer. His power will transfer up at least one more weight class with the
Correct.
same sting, with the same pop that he has right now. So that shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, I mean, as much as he's a monster, you know, look, it'll be interesting to see him go up
And get
and
challenged.
possibly, we don't know, possibly, but at least the possibility is there. Is more prevalent there than at this weight class. So shout out to anyway, man. But we all knew, nigga Mo called it. You know, like you know what I'm saying. Su Jong Kim, you know, shout out to him. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying.
Yo,
Come on, man.
He hit him with that It Man power. He hit him with
Trying to
that.
tell
And you
you.
said it, Uno. He hit him with the
Trying to
It
tell you.
Man.
Trying to tell you, B. That's
my
a soul
camera's still
snatcher.
frozen. My camera's still frozen, or I'm moving again.
Yeah,
No,
you
You
pause. You
moving.
pause.
you're good.
Pause is a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
Copy.
Good
Shout
Yeah.
now.
out to everybody joining us in the chat right now. Sister Jen, 40 Central,
Yo,
Dominican
yo,
Dream, Yawa,
Dream,
Young One, the Hell's Gate. Don't forget to click
Helly.
that smash button, like this joint, share it, and subscribe, my peoples. Pass that on. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Four Corners is back every Wednesday night, baby. 15 rounds of boxing. So,
Yeah.
fellas, the monster just did what he did. Again, he paid his rent early to the maniac. He gave him double. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, look, this is gonna cover me
His
for the next
mortgage
6
is
months.
paid. His mortgage is paid for like the next 3 months.
You know what I'm
Listen, he's trying to
saying?
be a monopoly. He's trying to seize the whole property. He's taking over like that.
He
Yeah.
got that out the way. Let's see what continues on with one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world, Naona Inoue, the rest of 2025. Moving on to Saturday night. Saturday night down in the desert, Las Vegas.
Dang,
The
dang.
Matchroom Boxing. Matchroom Boxing started off their year with a good card, man. With a good card. They had some, it wasn't the bang we was expecting, but it was nice things. You know what I'm saying? Bang was good power punching combinations going on. Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing brought us a battle of undefeated super middleweights, rising stars, Diego Pacheco and Steve So Cold Nelson. They got it on, put their undefeated records on the line. Andy Cruz was also putting his undefeated record on the line against Omar Salcido, a tough, rugged contender,
Yeah.
and the debut of Tito Mercado against one of the top 10, top 5 greatest gatekeepers of all time, the sniper, El Boricua, Jose Pedraza,
AKA
aka.
Yo,
the key
hold on. You
maker.
better introduce him correctly, X.
The key
Introduce him with his proper credentials, man.
maker.
Pound for
The key
pound,
maker.
the key maker of the gatekeepers.
Yo,
You heard?
listen. He might be Mount Rushmore gatekeepers of all time.
Oh,
He
nah.
getting there.
It's already solidified. Listen, he's part of the architectural team that put together the faces. Like this nigga, he's in the depths of this gatekeeping thing. Shout to Pedraza, man. But
No,
Hold
yo,
on,
speaking
this
and
hold
is
on,
speaking
hold
of
on.
and speaking of listen and speaking of gatekeeper, watch out for that video tomorrow. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, the
uh-huh,
gatekeepers debut drops
Listen,
tomorrow.
uh-huh.
Maniac, he's got these, man. This is what he's handing out.
Oh man.
Oh,
Handing
Yo,
these out.
yo. He delivered that in person last episode,
Last
Maniac. You missed
episode, he
it.
yeah.
dropped it off to
You
Yo,
me. He
missed
said,
it.
yo, this is for
Yo,
four corners.
listen. Guess what? So listen, I also wanted to break it to you guys as well that I'm opening a section of Area 51 for the gatekeepers because they got
the
to get the love
retirement,
too.
the
He
Yeah.
retirement
said,
home. You opening up a retirement
But
home, brother?
but remember their section is good, but you know it doesn't compare to where Anaway and
Oh,
Bud is done. That's where all the the pools, the huge pools.
Yo,
These
with
dudes
fam,
just want
with
retire home.
fair,
But there's
the,
an
fair
Area
the,
free.
51 for
the,
the gatekeepers.
but
we
the
gotta give them
brochure,
a whole nother.
I saw the brochure in the video you was working on. You know,
Yeah, we gotta give them a whole
they
nother
got
number,
they
son.
got the two
Nah,
they got
they
the
gotta
two
be
You
for
ready?
area
July. They
50
got the
Which
deuce or
one?
Friday.
something, man.
You
You
know
know
what I
what
mean?
I
They
mean?
got
We got
bingo night every Tuesday and Thursday. I feel you, baby. AARP 50%.
They not area 51, you heard?
Listen, I
definitely not
get
area
it too.
51. Them niggas area 47, man.
There you
Area
go. So they
47, man.
47.
Word
Yeah.
up, man.
They
Them
they
niggas is
they in
four.
the it's like the project version. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. They in the tenements. They in the
Yeah.
tenements, man.
Shout out to Buzz. Buzz is in the building. He said, if you in the building, smash that like button.
For real. Hit the
Ding,
like button.
ding. You
Appreciate
heard?
it.
Chin
Yeah.
checkers in the building. He said, y'all need to stop it. Laugh out loud. Rafael Rincon in the building, four corners. You know what it is and who it is,
Yeah, man.
baby. This
So
is what we
so
do.
look, that Andy Cruz performance, right?
Yeah.
This was
Hold on.
his.
You're not gonna give Tito Mercado his quick shout out, bro? Tito
Yeah, but
Mercado,
look, all right. So look,
put the beats on Jose Pedraza
That was
the
versus
an illegal
highlight,
punch.
the
Let's keep
he
it
was
highlight.
real.
talking his shit all week.
Hold on. The highlight of that fight was him talking his shit to Shakur. That was the most exciting part of that fight.
Let's
Yes,
That's
it
all,
was.
that's
let's
all
keep
it
it
was.
real. We all know that was an illegal punch. And because Keymaker is 47 plus, he can't recover from something like that. Like the
Yeah, it was,
average boxer.
yeah,
My
I don't
son.
think he
That man
I don't
should,
think he blatantly hit him there. I just think when he kind of ducked, he
Pedraza
just
got
caught him
into it.
back there.
I like how
Yeah.
you did that because you're still trying to get that residency. So that way you're trying to get that new ticket. I like that, Maniac. I like how you covered that one.
I'm working on getting Tito Mercado on the show hopefully next week. We're gonna link up in Vegas. I was talking with him and his peoples. We're gonna link up in Vegas this week also to
He was
chop it
talking
up.
his
Just
talk,
keep
though.
we're gonna keep it light, but we're gonna bring him on the show and get the full interview with him there. So
He was talking spicy. I like that.
shout out to Tito Mercado. He's now 17-0, rising 140 pounder as well. He wants to smoke. You know what I'm saying? Talks very confidently. And Eddie Hearn at 140, got a lot of players over there. You know what I'm saying? So we could see a lot of smoke between Tito. He was also mentioning that Eddie was talking about Golden Boy Matchroom got this 5-on-5 coming in 2025. So he said he might be one of the Eddie's Matchroom fighters in the building on that one. You know what I'm saying? And Golden Boy got some
Okay.
140-pound hitters as well. You feel me? So let's see what happens there. Moving on. Go ahead, Maniac. You wanted to talk about Andy Cruz, then talk about I said it. I said it.
Oh, wow. No, so we know. So that there's, the reason is Andy Cruz, Olympic gold medalist. Lot of success as an amateur. 4-0 Now 5-0, but 4-0 coming into this fight. 2 night quills. Trained by Bozy Ennis. Now,
Philly.
we mentioned it here on this show, gentlemen, many, many times. These new age Cubans are different. Now, Andy Cruz, he fights like him, but he doesn't have the pop like him, right? But what I like about Andy Cruz is that he tries. He's there to fight. Now, that could bowl bad for him down the line, depending the opponent, because he does get hit a lot, right? We did see him get touched up by Saucedo. So that's going to happen when you right there in the wheelhouse, right? So it's a sacrifice. But nonetheless, what a performance by him. Dominant performance by a tough, rugged Mexican. His chin was checked. He was good. His stamina was put to the test. That was good. And mind you, guys, he's from his first fight, he's fought 10 rounders. He don't know what a 6-rounder is, an 8-rounder. He does
Gangster.
10 and better.
Gangster.
10 and better. What was your thoughts on his performance, man, against Saucedo? And who would you like to see him fight next at 135?
Cook him up, Mo. Go ahead, Chef.
Listen, man,
Chef
that
Mo.
fight was good. It's like what we talked about. Like we talked about it last week. My take on it was I wanted to see how he will be able to adapt to an aggressive fighter like that. Would he retreat or would he listen to his corner? Would he use a lot more defense? Would he do offense? Would he mix it up? And to me, he fought a balanced fight. He was calm. He was poised. He didn't let the pressure get to him when his opponent did try to apply that. He took away a lot of his strengths, actually, and made him kind of mediocre in his own way. And it was just a controlled fight, well-paced. Yeah, he didn't get the knockout like last time. Like everybody was expecting, oh, he's going to go crazy. You can't get that every performance, but he fought a good fight. And I'm liking what I'm seeing with Andy. Uno, you said it last week. X said it as well. He's getting more comfortable learning that Philly way of fighting with Bozy. He's using his Olympic pedigree, and he's adding this new style from Philly, and he's gelling. And he's looking like he may create his own version of being a Cuban fighter with that style, with that old Cuban style of boxing and being technical. So it's like which it's like it's like Kobe when Kobe used to play back in the day. All right, none of y'all can guard me, so I'm still gonna put up crazy amount of numbers. It's just whatever the defense gonna give me. If y'all gonna be lackadaisical, I'm gonna give you 81. If y'all double team me and triple team me, I'm still gonna give you 40. So it's like he's picking his poison based on his opponents, and I'm liking that. And I'm liking that he's listening to his corner and he's confident in Bozy. And it looked like he's gelled and found his camp, and they've accepted him in over there with Team Bozy and the Dungeon fam over there. So shout out to Andy Cruz. Look forward to his next fight. Hopefully he keeps on elevating. And him being his 5th pro fight, it's just crazy to even say that because it's like he's looked like he had 10 fights in already. So, yeah, that's
Good
my take.
point. Uno,
Yo.
what you thought of the Andy performance?
Yeah, I mean, I picked Andy, you know. Shout to Saucedo, you know what I mean? I mean, you know, it's levels. It's levels. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, one way or another, when you fighting another elite fighter, you going up in rankings, if you about that, it'll show. And if you not, some shit gonna get exposed. You know what I mean? And Saucedo's tough. He's tough. He's gritty. You know what I mean? He has power. But as you saw with Andy, there's a lot of shit bro still got to work on. You feel what I'm saying? So shout to Saucedo. And for Andy, it was coming up against, you know, tougher opponent, or was supposed to be. But we talk about the pedigree all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I was saying last episode. Don't get that 4-win shit. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? This is Lomachenko-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, this fight is more elite than his record is gonna show. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep that in mind. A lot of these dudes have these 20 wins, whatever, and they beat 15, piece of shop owners. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. You know what I mean? So Andy off the rip, he coming in, he's fighting, like you said, 10-round fights against tough opponents, and he's gonna continue to get tougher. And he has a pedigree that a lot of these fighters don't have. The foundational pedigree of the Cuban shit, like Mo was saying, that's already there, the technical shit. You know what I mean? Using that footwork, the spacing, knowing how to pause, just touch you. Because he's from Olympic background. You know what I mean? So their scoring is different. Now he's getting that Philly shit where it's like, all right, I got the dog in me too. Like, all right. So Cubans supposedly don't like to get hit. I'm gonna take one to get one. You know what I'm saying? And that was fire. What Mo said is like, it's a fusion, and it comes from these Cuban fighters going to other gyms. Like with Morrell and what's the name?
Shields.
Ronnie Shields. You know what I'm saying? It's yo, I already got this. I already got this in my toolbox. Let me go find some other shit in the toolbox. And that's what makes these Cubans dangerous. You feel me? So with the Andy Cruz fight, I ain't really expect nothing else. I kind of expected him to win. I thought he was gonna be pretty much dominant unless Salcido was able to hit him with some type of power that made him respect it. Like Maniac said, he took some punches. He was good. Stamina looked good. And he's just going to keep getting better. If he keeps getting stronger, it's going to be even more a problem for anybody he's fighting. So, shout out to Andy Cruz. But yeah, man, you know what time it is, man. And don't come to shake his hand either, man. We don't want pounds, you heard? You know what I'm saying? We don't want pounds, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thought you was going to get a handshake, man? Nah, man, maybe after this fight, man. You know what I'm saying? After I get this belt, then come kiss the ring, you heard? You know what I'm saying? That's the time we on, man. But nah, shout out to Andy. He's a problem. And there's not too many niggas that's gonna get in that ring and be able to, pull off that victory. So when Keyshawn does get that opportunity, Keyshawn, my nigga, you my guy. But listen, you better be prepared, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's a mega fight down the line that can happen, and I think we'll all be happy if it happens. X, what was your thoughts, champ?
RSK in the building. What's good, dude? Rico, what up? Yo, extra mic.
Chin checkers.
Your mic, X. All right, matter of fact, X is saying, all right, yeah, speak X. I'm going to speak for you.
He got the sign language going.
I got you.
He got the Obama headphones.
Yeah, well, we're gonna let X have a
Well, you see the t-shirt he got on, so you know who he rocking with. You know what I'm saying? Andy Cruz paid his dues. You know what I mean?
All right. So look, all right. Wait till X get back in motion. So the main event, super middleweight, Diego Pacheco.
Yeah, hear me? I'm back.
All right,
we can hear you.
Yeah, we hear
you.
Shit.
Now we can't see you.
Oh, he's back again. Hey, it's that Pedraza. It's Pedraza. See? It's Pedraza, man. That's what he
Yo.
Yeah.
Andy Cruz goes by the diamond. His name is El Diamante, aka El Papa de Keyshawn. You know what I'm saying? I see that the Dream. Shout out to Legend. Shout out to Buzz RSK in the chat. Shout out to Dollar Bill in here. Dominican Dream says that he's 29 years old. He got to get equipped quick. Andy did what he had to do. Y'all guys put it all down. He did what he had to do. He hurt Salcido in that last round. Like 10 seconds left into the fight. He rocked him. Put him on some skates real quick. I believe that was a 12-round fight. He might have packed him up in the last 2 rounds, but it was a pitch shutout. If I gave Salcido 1 round, that was regalado. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gifted him that one. He has to fight more. We need to see more of Andy Cruz. Eddie Hearn has a diamond like his name is, El Diamante, but we cannot be seeing Andy Cruz at 29 years old, Olympic gold medalist, once, twice a year. Nah, it's January. He did well. He didn't get hurt. There was no real
Bring
nothing
him back
going on in
April.
that fight. Yeah, he wasn't cutting none of that. I need to see Andy Cruz back more often. We need to see Andy Cruz 3, 4 times right about now because he's what I think his debut was his debut when we went to
Yeah, San Fran, right?
San Fran over there, yeah, in the
Yeah,
Handy,
yeah,
building.
it was
yeah.
the Handy Prograis.
Come on,
Yes, he
dog. And you only
fought.
got 5 fights right now? Come on, bro. You only fought twice
Yeah,
last year. Come on, dog. We need to see
yeah.
more of this
So
guy because he's good.
Eddie gotta
And he
up
got to
it up.
step it
I
up.
agree.
Yeah, he got to step it up, my G. Like I don't care if the level is all the way up or if it's another Salcedo to keep him busy, but keep him busy because, like Uno said, don't give him no pounds, right? He went outside after the ring and he checked Keyshawn and he checked Shakur. You know what I'm saying?
He checked the
Shakur is
temperature.
Matchroom.
He was checking the
Shakur's
temperature.
Matchroom. That should be easy to make eventually, right? I know that the Tank fight is what they're looking for, and Zepeda for Shakur, but Andy Cruz is right there too, and that's matchroom boxing, and that's lightweight division. Like, don't beat us around the bush with the bullshit. If you can't get Tank, if you can't get Zepeda, then Andy Cruz is waiting for you, brother. How about that? You know what I'm saying? That goes for Shakur, and that goes for Keyshawn. A little more tough. You know he's over there across the street at Top Rank. He's on his way to a championship fight. You know,
Yeah.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. But Andy Cruz did what he had to do, and I want to see more of him. Shout out to the boxing source. He's in the building. Keyshawn and Andy ain't gonna happen, unfortunately. Yeah, they, it'd be like that. You know what I'm saying? But he's still
Well, let's
going.
see. Let's see.
He's
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, because there's history. I mean, he's right. It's a first of all, shout boxing soul, shout to you, champ. Um, but there is history behind it, and I think eventually, as long as Andy keeps winning and Keyshawn as well, there's gonna be, there's gonna be steam for that. People gonna be calling for that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Let's see. Shout out to TD Sports in here. Exactly. Like Boxing Source says
TD.
exactly why not have Andy Cruz fight after Floyd Schofield? Yeah, if Shakur is victorious against Floyd Schofield, why not? Or how about, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep Floyd Schofield clicking. You know what I'm saying? And if
Let him go at
Zepeda ain't
somebody.
gonna fight, if Zepeda ain't gonna fight Shakur next, then Andy Cruz is there, Golden Boy Matchroom. Like, let's get it on, bro. Let's get it on. There's tons of action around all 4, 5 corners of this boxing shit because promotions is getting together now. The Sheik is making it happen. Um,
He
Moving on,
cornered the
fellas.
market.
Moving on to the main event. The main event was a matchup of unbeatens: Diego Pacheco, Steve Nelson. We know that Pacheco has been on the rise over there at Matchroom Boxing. There's been talks about him if he looked good against Nelson, then Canelo might be in the mix there for him. And there's Balangas, there's Plants, and Billy's. There is so much smoke at 168 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So let's just,
Lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my.
yeah, let's not even talk about the Canelo shit for him. But Steve Nelson and Diego Pacheco, they got it shaking. It was a good matchup. Um, I had Pacheco winning as well. He clearly did win that fight. He boxed well. He was down early. I had Nelson like the first
Mhm,
3 rounds. Nelson,
mhm,
he's hitting him with that movement, hitting him with overhand rights. He was
mhm,
jabbing him well, but then Pacheco split him. And
mhm.
once Checo split him, Checo took over the fight from there up until the last 2 rounds. Nelson cranked it up again. And I'm like,
Mhm.
damn, if Nelson would have fought like that, which I was, you know what I'm saying? I was expecting a bang out between these guys. Maybe we would have seen a different victor, you know what I'm saying? The other man would have got the victory. Nelson probably would have got the victory. Maybe he would have wore him down. Who knows? But Pacheco did what he did. I don't really see too much, nothing new with Pacheco. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could hurt you. He's tall. He got the reach. He puts, he got his 1-2s. He puts them together. He keeps a good distance. But I'm not really seeing nothing special and nothing new from Pacheco to say, yeah, dogs, this guy's the
Yeah,
next big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
correct.
I want to see him.
Correct.
I want to see him and Edgar Balanga get it on. I want to see him and Mungia get it on. You know what I'm saying? Like this mix at 168, man. I don't want to hear nobody talking about he's next for Canelo. I mean, if Canelo wants to do that, then Canelo does it. Canelo does what he wants. But Diego Pacheco is a good fighter. He's a solid fighter. He's not a special fighter to me yet.
Nope.
But
Yeah.
good
No,
win.
I mean,
And shout out to Nelson. He put up a good fight. I'm sure we'll see Stone Cold Nelson around the way again against other competitors at 168.
So let me ask you,
Yeah.
fellas, do you guys think that the cut played a factor in Nelson's offensive approach for the game, for the fight?
His style changed up once he started bleeding.
Yeah.
He got a little more hesitant. Like blood in the eyes. I don't know if he's ever been cut before, if he's ever dealt with that before, but it didn't look so.
It seemed like he wasn't fully comfortable with it, which I don't think I can't say any person gonna feel comfortable with blood in your eye, but it just seemed like that when that happened, it changed up his approach and his attack on what he wanted to fully do. He had a game plan, but he was cautious. It was like approach with caution.
Proceed with caution.
There you go.
Cito in the
Thank
building,
you.
the Bronx Bomber.
So it was like proceed with caution. Thank you, Uno. And even Bud said it in the back. Bud was like, "Yo,
yeah, they saw it, right? Should have been, yeah.
Or the left hook. It was there.
Yeah, fuck you waiting for?
What you waiting for?" And
Yeah.
he was
And I think a lot of it, you got to look at it. You know, Nelson started boxing late. You know, Pacheco has a better pedigree, but just like X was saying, man, to me, Pacheco's a basic fighter, no explosiveness, very basic style, regular jab, not very good combination puncher. I mean, he's strong. Don't get me wrong. So I don't see, again, just like you, X, I don't see nothing special in Diego Pacheco. I mean, he is there. He'll make some good fights at that division, but not a fighter. Not a fighter that you see future superstar potential. No, I don't see it neither. The fight, it was an average fight, nothing excited. I try to stay up. You know, I'm like, yo, this fight, what I say, Uno, I'm like, yo, it's not even 11. I still fell asleep.
I already knew once he said that, it was over.
No, bro, I was supposed to do the post fight with X and Norbs, and I spoke to Norbs. He like, damn, motherfucker, you find it? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna rock with y'all. 11th round came. I was a beach chair, folded. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. But yeah, man, you know, shout to both fighters. Steve Nelson, man, he's a tough SOB. He came, he did what he could. You know, he's a limited fighter as well. He did what he could, and that's that. Just please no rematch. Please no rematch.
No. There's no need for that whatsoever. There's no need for that.
Rematch on that.
Cito says, I think he's a good fighter. He's just still developing, but I think he's gonna be a problem. I mean, he could be a problem, but you got to show me sooner rather than later.
Yo, this is why
the jury is out.
This is why
the jury is out on him.
I agree with X though. I agree. Him and Berlanga, cause he's like the Mexican Berlanga, son. He kind of got the, they kind of like. I was seeing him in the press conferences and shit like that. Berlanga talk a little bit more shit, right? But they got similar. Yeah, I would mind seeing them in the ring together. And Pacheco, granted, but he's 22. He's 22, right?
Pacheco, yeah, like something like
he's 22 years old.
He's young.
Yeah, so I mean, I understand that the youth part, and he's still learning and growing or whatever like that. I just don't see the fire though. You know what I'm saying? I don't see the.
There you go.
Yeah, like I said, it's like he's good. He's solid. He's a. Oh no, I don't know how to say it because there's certain fighters you be like, yo, damn, if this thing step it up to next level, he'll be fire.
He don't got that Mamba mentality. He don't got that kill switch. He's more like more so calm, laid back.
Yeah, you see it, right? Like
you think with him, when he gets tested, he's gonna fold like some laundry. When he gets some real fighters,
he's gonna step up. We'll see.
Listen,
like you can't really call it with him.
When he
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Like I
Remember
said,
he
the
fought
jury.
dude that dropped Balanga, the Argentinian dude that dropped Balanga.
Yeah,
He Pacheco fought him, and Homeboy was getting at Pacheco like first 4 or 5 rounds. Homeboy was getting at. I was like, oh
Check
shit,
don't
hold
got
up,
no
this.
defense.
But then Checo folded him eventually later in the fight, like round
he's
9.
strong. He's strong.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
Pacheco's
folded
yeah.
him,
strong.
He's a natural.
and
And that's
then
what I'm saying.
He's
Look, the
he's
jury is
talented.
still
He's
out on him.
talented.
Yeah. He's just not a fighter. Like, all right, you see someone like M. Billy, right? And Billy, you know,
Mm-hmm.
he in there, bang. And Billy is very limited, but we know what you're gonna get with M. Billy. Pacheco is like, I don't know. You know what I'm getting
Yeah, I
here.
can't
So
call it with him.
Coseres, yes, but
yeah,
a boxing source, Coseres, man. Coseres is a tough fighter, man. He's a tough fighter. He's been in the ring with Billy Joe
Yeah,
Saunders. He's been in the ring with Balanga and Pacheco. Pacheco folded him, but then
yeah,
Pacheco folds also Selecki, right? These guys
yeah.
are gatekeepers. But then my boy that I saw him fight
The one before
in
Selecki.
April, yeah, it was a 10 round kind of same type of fight that
Yeah,
I'm gonna take as much as you give me type of shit. And now with Steve
exactly.
Nelson, same thing. You know, Steve Nelson
Yeah,
started off hot, he came on later, and then Nelson closed out strong. No, Nelson
yeah,
hurt. We saw some
yeah.
vulnerability. Nelson wobbled
Mm-hmm.
him a little some. So he is vulnerable.
yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll
he's all
see,
right.
man.
He's good. He's good. He's good.
So
I give him
Don't
that. He's
see
But
good.
why
we'll
anyway,
see what he
he's
does in
okay.
2025.
Don't gas it, Uno.
moving
He's okay.
along.
Moving
He's
along,
okay.
moving along.
In the words of my boy Tank, mediocre. He's mediocre.
Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat. They going in the chat as well, man. They talking their
Yes,
shit over there.
we about to get to
Moving
the meat and
on,
potatoes.
moving on, and boy, oh no, excuse me, man, oh
Oh,
man,
man.
Shout out to the boxing
Maniac,
source out there in
Yeah,
Vegas.
I ain't hear that in a while, Maniac. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta
Maniac,
bring
come
that
on,
back, man.
Maniac, it's all on you. Go ahead,
Man,
Maniac.
oh man.
There we
There
go.
But
you
yeah,
go.
I need my brothers. I need my brothers to say it with me.
Here we
Oh,
go.
Right? Right?
Three,
Yeah.
2, 1. Man,
man,
oh
Man,
Man,
man.
oh man.
oh man.
It's
Oh
fight week,
yeah.
ladies and
Let's
gentlemen.
talk
Fight
about
week,
it.
baby. Baby
Good.
big
Benavidez,
thing.
David Morrell, PBC, live at the Team Mobile. This Saturday, Las Vegas will be lit, man. The card is pretty stacked as well. And this fight, again,
Yo, but
we've
hold
been
up.
waiting for it.
Yo, X.
Tell
X,
me.
it's only right. It's only right. We gotta ask you, David. How do you feel about David versus David?
I love it, man. I love it, man.
Battle of the
May the
Davids.
best David win because like
Yeah.
Coach ER said, somebody has to be Goliath and fall. You know what I'm saying? And these guys are giants, man, in their own way, man. These are light heavyweights. From there on, it's nothing but it's the biggest dogs in boxing right here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Both undefeated. Both undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
David Benavidez goes by the Mexican Monster, man, and he has been
Mm-hmm.
proven and holding his name to the standard. He's kicking
Mm-hmm.
ass, he's destroying everything moving in his way. But since he moved up to 175, which is just his one fight that he had there, he wasn't too monsterish. But then David Morrell said, "Yeah, you jumping up, I'm jumping up there too." Because if you recall, back in last year, back in April, when they first announced the Riyadh season card in LA, we interviewed David Morrell, and I asked him, I was like, you going up to 75, like real talk. You chasing championships or you chasing David Benavidez? And he was like, yeah, I want the championships, but yeah, I'm after David Benavidez. He can't run from me. You know what I'm saying? He's going to 75. I'm going to 75. I want that fight. He's been calling for it for quite some time. And he only has 11 fights. So that's the shit that everybody's saying about him. It's still too early for him. He don't got the experience. These Cubans don't got time to waste, fight fans. The Cubans come into the game late already. It takes them time to get out of Cuba to get here to the States. So once they here and the shot appears, especially if they delivering. David Morrell had 9 knockouts in 11 fights. So he's a puncher as well. You know what I'm saying? Maniac, Mr. Man, oh man, take it away, man. It's fight week, man. Talk to us. Tell us how you
Listen,
see it
man,
happening,
we,
and tell
we
us where you
finally.
see winning.
Absolutely, man. So, like you mentioned, this is both for their second fight at 175. If we want to compare their fights, Benavidez, he was, more dominant in his fight, but he just didn't look like the monster he did at 168. Early on, Morrell against Hot Rod, same thing. He was looking good. Hot Rod kind of figured him out. He was kind of on the standstill. He finished the fight. He got that win. Didn't look too great. So now we getting two young fighters, right? Two fighters that people been putting their names together. And look, it's here. Morrell, look, man, I think this fight is simple. You got Benevidez, the fighter with the experience, the fighter with the killer mentality, right? Benevidez, he wants to do one thing to you guys. He wants to fold you. He wants to punish you. And that's that. His game plan will not change for no Morrell. But Morrell got pedigree that he can move, he could box, and he's explosive, right? So, I mean, is that power gonna affect David Benavidez? That's gonna be the $1 million question, because if Benavidez does not respect Morrell's power, gentlemen, this is gonna be a stoppage. He's gonna win this by 9-10th round stoppage, or he's gonna be on the stool like Boo Boo, and they're gonna be like, "Yo, no mas."
No
So
mas.
I think the game plan, I think Morrell's game plan is just to move. Don't engage. Don't play hero. You don't need to prove a point here. We're not here to prove points. Be here to win the fight. So you gotta use your Cuban pedigree, your footwork, your IQ, your combination, your feinting. A lot of feint. Make David, put them hands up. There you go. And the body. These people like to go hand hunting and they forget, bro, the body is where you need to go. So if he could do that effectively as well, go to David's body and move, he's going to have good success and have a good chance of winning this fight. But if he doesn't and he wants to bang, or if he doesn't have the foot, if David's just cutting off the ring and he don't have the footwork to get away from him, and David doesn't respect David Morrell's power, then we know what we're going to see. This is going to be another boo-boo, or maybe a plant where it goes the distance, but he gets punished. But I'm going to go Benavidez. It's just hard not to pick against him, especially Morrell. I just think that the experience will show in this fight, and I'm going to go with Benavidez with a late stoppage.
Late stoppage. Wow. This is the Mexican monster will continue to destroy, is what you're saying, huh? He'll continue to
Fact.
cause destruction at 175 now.
And the last thing, he's pissed.
Dollar
Benavidez is
Bill is
pissed.
all
This
with
shit
you.
is
You heard
personal
Maniac?
to him.
Very
So, bro,
personal.
Dollar Bill is all in there with you. He like, you going with Mexico this weekend. It's going down, right, Maniac? Shout out to Bang Bang. Who's this? Bang Bang Boogie in the chat. Mo, the heavyweight champ. These are your little bros right here. You know what I'm saying? Them light heavyweights, man. Those are your little bros, Big Mo.
This is
Talk
my
to us, man.
Mexican Gordo brother, man. This is my Mexican Gordo brother, man. Mr. Chipotle himself. Listen, I'm rocking with my boy Benevidez, not changing up on him since day one. And like Maniac said, he's pissed. If you haven't watched All the Smoke with Andre Ward, he had a one-on-one interview with him, and he said it. A lot of stuff was behind the scenes that heated up behind it, from the VADA testing, from him throwing the belt. That is what put him the icing on the cake for him. Like he said, what if I would have got hit? What if somebody would have got hit in the audience? So he was like, that is what did it for him. I got no respect for him. He's trying to act like a thug for y'all, but behind closed doors, he's wishing me happy birthday, X, Y, and Z. One thing I learned about Benavidez, when he's pissed, he fights. He fights, and he fights better. And he gets better as the rounds go along. He throws more punches. he just gets stronger. He doesn't get tired. Look at Caleb Plant fight. The rounds got what? That round was 10th, 11th. That started going along in the late rounds, championship rounds. He got more explosive, threw more combinations, and he finished his food. I think if Morrell does not learn how to pick his spots and move and use them feet, them Cuban dance moves, and use his feet, it's gonna be he's gonna become a chalupa by late rounds, man. Listen, man, he's gonna be that good old official carne asada with the chipotle with the mole sauce. I want it to be a good fight. I want Morrell to go out there and put up a good fight. I don't want it to be no goose egg. I hate when these big fights come together and it's a goose egg. I want both of these guys to put out a good
have
fight.
No goose egg. PBC can't afford that right now.
No, we can't afford this because David is on here 4 corners now. Then he got to go call his other Davids like, yo, what happened? You know what I mean? There's somebody, the loser gonna have to fight X, and we can't have that. But yeah, I wanted it to be a good fight, competitive fight. Both guys make it back safely to their families. I got Benavidez late rounds. I'm going with the 11th round TKO.
Ooh, 2 knockouts. Oh man, we got 2 Benavidez on the board right now. 2 points for Benavidez and by knockout. Uno. Talk to us, man. You got some Cuba? You got some favoritism for Cuba, or is this gonna be 3-0 Team Benavidez over here?
Hey, man, I would say this first and foremost. I feel like Morrell has the best chance out of the fighters Benavidez fought so far to possibly do some damage.
Okay.
And I agree with my brothers. It's gonna take. I think it's gonna take like 78% Cuban, and he gonna need that 22 dog because you gotta make Benavidez respect your shit.
I like
and
that.
And Benavidez not going like all that slick shit. Yeah, no. See. That's cool. Is he gonna make Benavidez feel the power? Is the point? Like, we can say he has the power, but he ain't never fought no Benavidez. You feel me? So at the end of the day, he's not gonna be able to. Yeah, he gonna see the thing with Benavidez, like Mo was saying, like Maniac was saying, dude he's a straight killer. He's an assassin. That's his only goal. Like they only send him out when it's for the kill. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time he gets sent out in the field on the mission. Yo, bring back the body. He brings back limbs. You know what I mean? They tell him, yo, I want a toe. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I want a toe. His toe, I'll tell by his toe that it was him. You know what I'm saying? This is Benavidez. Morrell, he has everything as far as the skill, the capability, the power, like we said. But he's gonna have to be able to put it together on the top somewhere he ain't been yet. You feel me? And this is what we're gonna see. We talk about we want to see Shakur Tank because possibly bring something out of Shakur. Okay, well, Morrell's getting his test early. We're gonna see if you great, dogs. Right now. We're gonna see right now, nigga. No time to wait. And he's gonna have to put it together. Yeah, he's gonna have to put it together damn near perfectly though. And it's gonna be more so on the using his feet, Cuban style, in and out boxing. But there's gonna come a time where Benavidez might have him in the in the phone booth, and you're gonna have to sit there and show me you could get it on here too, nigga. And he's gonna have to show that. But I still go with Benavidez until otherwise, man. You're gonna have to show me, man. Show me that you could do that. All right, because he ain't a regular nigga. And until you show me, I can't. And based off the last 2 performances, I feel like Benavidez was still dominant, even though he ain't hurt him like that. The power didn't transfer, but he's still dominant.
Absolutely.
Morrell was not dominant. He was looking real, a little shaky, and he was looking very frustrated when he couldn't get his way, and he wasn't listening to his corner. You feel me?
So
So yeah, I'm going with Benavidez, the monster. Monstro.
Yeah.
3-0 at four corners. It's not gonna be a clean sweep. It's not gonna be a
Uh-oh.
clean sweep. It's
He
not
got the
gonna be a
shirt on
clean
today. He
sweep,
got the
man.
shirt on today.
You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a clean sweep. And shout out to the boxing source. He's rocking with me. He says Morrell wins. Shout out to TD. He says I've been saying for years that Morrell beats Benevidez if they ever fought. Um,
Ooh.
let's
Mhm.
real quick.
Let's see
Let's
what the
take a
people
look
talk
at
about.
real quick. Benavidez don't really have one punch knockout power. He overwhelms you with his work rate. Absolutely. I've always said that as well. He beats you down. He doesn't just put you out with one shot. Morrell can put you out with one shot. We see he's been doing that in his career. Um, Benavidez was angry when he fought Plant. Plant did well until his gas tank went low. It's another thing, right? So, I gave Plant the first five straight. First 5 rounds straight, and then Benavidez took over and cranked it up on him. Plant doesn't have the power. He didn't have the power. Didn't have the power or the gas tank to keep up with David Benavidez. But let's take a look at David
Mm,
Benavidez real quick. Porky
boxing.
Medina. Remember Porky Medina? That's when David Benavidez really blew up on the scene. He hit him with that pop, 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 fucking Dragon Ball Z combination. And that shit hit social media so crazy. Everybody was going crazy over it. After that fight, he went on to fight the Ronald Gavril dude, who's the man that dropped him. And in that first fight, Ronald arguably was robbed of a victory. That's why they had to run it back. David Benavidez beat him up and took another victory on him. Those were two 12-round fights, 24 rounds with Ronald Gavril, right? Jay Love. After that, he fought Jay Love. J Love, yeah, you know what I'm saying? J Love, my G. That was like a one punch, one round. All it took was one punch. J Leon Love, it's my guy, but he was not in no shape or form competition whatsoever for him. Then he went on to fight Darrell, and Darrell was a former champion, two-time super middleweight champ, and Darrell was good. He was that good. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you my opinion. He was good. You know what I'm saying? Darrell was never really that ninja. You know what I'm saying? He had a he was his matchmaking was done well for him as well. Then he fought this Alexis Angulo dude that was in the bubble. That was in the bubble where he came in overweight and he lost his super middleweight title for the second time. And this dude Angulo, I mean, that was the first time I ever heard of him as well. You know what I'm saying? But we let it rock because it was the bubble at the time, right? Then he fought Ronald Ellis, a 160 pounder coming up to 168. Beat that guy up around the ring. Then he fought Kai Davis, man. Shout out to Kai, shut him down Davis on a late replacement, another 160 coming up to 168 on like 2 weeks' notice, and was taking everything Benavidez gave him. He was getting beat up around the ring, but he never went down whatsoever.
Yeah, that was a good
You know what
fight.
I'm saying? He was down to shake. Had that man had a training camp, who knows how that fight would have been? A lot more competitive, probably. David Benavidez still wins, but a lot more competitive. Then he fights the another David, man. Remember the first David he fought, David Lemieux, who was probably 42 at the time, right? And his best days was back when I was bidding in Watertown in 2011, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was watching him on ESPN Fight Nights when I was bidding back in 2011, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then it's Caleb Plant, who put up a great fight. That was a great fight. I love that fight, and I love Caleb Plant, but Caleb Plant doesn't have the pop. Bubu Andrade, blowing up super middleweight, whose best days are long behind him. Bubu Andrade fights once every 3 years, my guys. You know what I'm saying? And we was hoping that Bubu was gonna come in there and put up a fight, but Bubu got no legs, bro. He got hit with that shit. He was weighing like 190 pounds that day for no reason, my ninja. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man. And then he goes up to 175 and he had a tough night, but he dominated Alexander Goffscow So Morrell, Benevidez is 29-0 with 24 knockouts. He's fighting a real guy his size, bro. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no 160 pounders moving up. This ain't no late replacement. This guy ain't 42 years old. Who knows? Cuba might be 42 years old. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But Morrell could punch, Morrell could move, Morrell could box, Morrell can do everything. Like you said, Uno, he has everything
He
to
does.
pull this victory off, and he's been asking for it. And he's been asking for it. He didn't want to shake hands at the
Mm-hmm.
workout shit. You know what I'm saying? They've been popping their shit to each other, building this one up, chased them to 175 from 168 to 175. Like, there's nothing more to say other than the fact that for David Morrell, like you said, Uno, this ain't Hot Rod. This ain't
Mm-hmm.
fucking Alexander Fox. This ain't none of
Mm-hmm.
these guys you fought, man, to get you to 11-0. It's the biggest and baddest motherfucker in
Mm-hmm.
town, bro. It's David
Mm-hmm.
Benavidez, the Mexican monster. So do what you've been claiming to, you said you're going to do, bro. He has
Mm-hmm.
everything to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He has the power to make him respect him. When it comes to cutting off that ring, Benavidez does it
Yeah.
well, but I think it's gonna have to be the other way around. I think
Mm-hmm.
Morrell's gonna have to cut him off. You feel me? And I don't mean in a walk down way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean twist him. You know what I'm saying? This ninja coming
Mm-hmm.
through. He calls him
Yeah.
RoboCop. Twist him, twist him, pop him. You're gonna
Yeah.
have to trade with Benavidez at some points. What you can't do
Mm-hmm.
is stand there and fight that man, bro. You can't stand there and fight him
Mm-hmm.
in that phone booth doghouse fight. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times that you have to, and he will, and he will. David Morrell, David Morrell wins. Uh, they probably gonna split it, but it's gonna be that everybody's gonna say it was supposed to be unanimous. David Morrell by unanimous decision on
Wow.
Saturday night. Upset. You want to call it an upset or just call it surprise, surprise? I told y'all that I'm here. David Morrell stops all of this shit. We gonna see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, I'm not doubting the Mexican monster whatsoever. You heard? Because if he wins, I'll be happy as well. He's that dude, man. He just keeps the game rolling. He's the favor. The boxing world is on his side, right? If he wins, it makes better business, I guess. But David Morrell brings the decision victory. No knockouts. I don't know. Maybe he sits Benavidez down. Who knows, man? I mean, Ronald Gavril did it with a jab, bro. And and
All
and
right.
and and, and Maniac, Ronald Gavril was an official 168 pounder. You hear me?
Yeah.
That was an
Yeah.
official young undefeated fighter that Benavidez fought and struggled with in that first fight. In that first fight, because in the second fight, Benavidez came out the gate, popped on him, and just took over. You know what I'm saying? But he still couldn't pick that guy away. And again, to TD's
Yeah.
credit, he's not a one hit. He's not a one hit wonder. He don't. Excuse me. He's not a one punch KO artist. He's gonna beat you down until you can't take no more, or you just gonna take that beating for 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see what it is. Just like Uno said, I gotta see it then. If he's gonna beat him, then show me. Until
Yeah, yeah,
then,
yeah.
I think Benavidez is the safe bet. But it can happen though. You know what I'm saying? Like just how
Mm-hmm.
you broke it down, X, I could see it. Like I'm not saying he has zero shot. You know,
No, nobody, nobody. It's
Right.
this this is it's
It's a
very
50-50.
50-50-ish, 60-40-ish
50-50.
in the favor of Benavidez. If it's anybody's favor, of course, it's Benavidez. He is the favorite. He has the experience. He has more fights. He's been under these lights a little something more as well. You know what I'm saying? He's been having the Vegas stage set for him these past three fights in a row. He had the Plant headline, he had the Boo Boo headline, and he was co-main event into Tank, but still the lights is bright, man. You know what I'm saying? The lights was still on and bright pay-per-viewing. But I just think that Benavidez has been fighting the right comp as well. And he fucking fights this once a year shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? This
yeah.
once a
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
year,
yo,
that shit.
Uno, he want Morrell to win because he don't want him near his Canelo. He don't want David near his Canelo.
Let's not bring Canelo into this subject. Let's
Nah,
not bring
nah. I'm just
Canelo.
messing
We
around.
can't
I'm just
we
messing
can't we
around, man.
honestly, this is better for the both of them. Like
It is.
The Canelo
It
shit,
is.
go it is
Don't
what it
worry about
is.
it.
He never gonna fight them ninjas.
No,
They
no,
never
no.
gonna fight them
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
ninjas.
past that. I'm
These
past that.
guys,
I'm just busting your
the winner of
chops.
this shit, the winner of this shit stamps
Bevo,
his own name
Bevo better
finally.
be winner.
Yeah, but he
Mm-hmm.
also gets to stamp his own name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think all that Canelo shit, like, ahead with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, it's done. It's done.
I don't want to hear him mentioned with them after these two get it on and stamp themselves like Ninja. I ain't worried about him no more. My career now is in his own legacy. You feel me? In his own legacy route.
Yeah. So we also got a solid undercard, gentlemen. The co-main event, which is a rematch. You have the babyface Brandon Figueroa
Mm-hmm.
versus Stephen
Scooter.
Fulton, aka Scooter. Now they fought at 122. Close fight, real close fight.
Real good fight too.
Fulton got the nod. Um, um, Figueroa felt like he was cheated. But now at 126, they get the shake again. What you guys think of that?
Another shakedown.
Let's get it on.
Absolutely.
Their first fight, their first fight was extreme. It was awesome. It
Help.
was a really good fight. It was one of the
Real
best
good
fights of the
fight.
year that
Real
year.
good fight. For those who didn't see the Figueroa Fulton fight the first time, it's on YouTube. Go watch that, bro. They got to shake it. And for Fulton, a fighter who's not known for his pop, you see it on his record. He fights like he has pop. He doesn't have a problem fighting your style. That's what I like about him. But he embodies that Philly spirit, that Philly fighter. They not gonna back down. Like, oh nah, you ain't gonna just
Scooter,
overwhelm me.
Scooter's
So
22-1 with 8 knockouts. Don't get
yeah,
that
see,
eight
just not a
knockouts twisted because he's a
And,
dog, bro.
and
yeah,
He's a
remember,
yeah, yeah,
dog.
yeah,
after
yeah.
he
That's what I'm saying.
He could fight that Mexican style. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Yes,
say Mexican style, he could do that. You know what I'm saying? He could box you
but
from the back foot and he could fucking walk you down as well if you ain't
yeah.
got nothing for him.
But let me ask this: in this particular fight, we know Figueroa he looks good at 126.
Heartbreak,
You know
heartbreak.
the heartbreak and Fulton in his first fight up there was a little shaky. He got up,
Mm-hmm.
won the fight, tough fight. He showed resolve. Now, by it, styles make fights, right? But in boxing, you as good as your last fight, right? So just based on their last fights, I'm talking about. It's easy to say I'm going with Brandon Figueroa in this fight, but my question is in this weight class, can Fulton fight that same fight and have the same success?
Like,
That's going to be interesting.
Fulton was out of the ring for over a year. When he did come back, that was on the Canelo Balanga undercard. Um, Heartbreak, Brandon Figueroa, what, 25 wins, 19 knockouts, one loss, one draw. He knocked out the Carlos Castro dude that Cool Boy fought in his comeback and struggled with. Castro dropped Fulton. But when I'm looking at the record right now, Heartbreak fought once in 2022. He fought once in 2023, and he fought once in 2024. So he's been more active than Cool Boy in these last 2 years, but by one fight. You know what I'm saying? Like he's fighting once a year. Cool Boy lost the title to Inoue in 2023 and had one fight last year too. His comeback. You know what I'm saying? So
it's close, this is right the same.
Heartbreak has been at the weight class now, like you said, Maniac for 3 fights, but I don't know. I think this is an even fight. I think it's an even fight. I think they both gonna get it shaken again. And Scooter, that knockdown that Carlos Castro rocked him with in on that undercard woke him up. He got up off the
Mm-hmm.
floor. He went back to the corner. Bozy was like, "What the fuck, Ninja? Like, what you doing?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he came back out and he got it shaken. And he got it
Mm-hmm.
shaken all the way to the final bell. That's cool, boy, man. That's cool, boy. It's hard to I don't. It's hard to really pick in this fight because of they both really been like inactive, man. And Heartbreak be getting locked up. He active at the county jail. You know what I'm saying? Like Heartbreak been active at the county jail. He be getting twisted at the bar here and rocking ninjas and getting into shit like down in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like
Uno like that. Good old Barbaro, Uno.
Yo,
Yeah.
Uno specialized in bar brawls, man. He be
Hey
cracking this
yo,
with chairs and
yo,
shit.
son. Hey,
Yo, back in his college days, he used to stay having bar fights, man.
Yeah.
yo,
No, it should be. Look,
I'm
I'm
picking Fulton though. I'm gonna go with Fulton. He won the first one. I think he figures out how to win the second one again.
yeah. I'm going. I'm sticking with my pick. I'm gonna go. I think Figueroa is gonna just. I think he's just gonna be a little stronger than Fulton at 126, and I think that's gonna play a factor because Fulton is gonna shake with him. He's not gonna hide. I think he needs to use more of his boxing ability in this fight. Because I think once you get Figueroa to the middle of the ring and make him have to fight, box, get him into a boxing match, that's where trouble lies for him. But once you right there in his wheelhouse, he wants to just, he wants to fight a phone booth kind of fight. So if I'm Fulton, I'll mix it up, man. He got to mix it up. He just can't come in there and just say, yeah, let's Mexican style. Nah, that's not going to bode well for him if he tries that. He needs to mix it up. Let Figueroa know, listen, I'm not intimidated. I could shake here right here with you, but stupid, we going to box. And if you can't cut off the ring and you can't cut off the distance, then you going to get outboxed, money grip. So
Money
money
grip.
gripped him.
Money grip. That's
Grip.
trash
Money
shit.
gripped him, son. Nah,
Yeah.
that's old
Hell
school
Trail, Hell
DX
Trail
shit
would
right
love
there.
that right there. Hell Trail is gonna love that quote right there, man.
Money
Money grip.
grip.
yeah, bro.
Yo,
That's old school. But
I feel
I'm
like,
slightly going. I'm taking Figueroa. Close decision, but definitely could go either way.
yeah.
Who
I mean,
knows?
I agree with what everybody's saying. I just feel this is what I see. Like you said, X, the last fight with Fulton, he got knocked down, he got up, he got it shaking. He got in the groove and the rhythm, you know what I mean? And he started to settle it in a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Stop thinking about it so much, just started letting it flow, whatever.
Stop being
I
cool.
feel, yeah. And these two have history. I feel like he's gonna have to bank some early rounds, and he could do that easily because Figueroa was a come forward fighter. You ain't gonna have to find this nigga. You know what I'm saying? And if Scooter's on his shit where, all right, I'm gonna sit down on these punches, let him come get these counter punches off. I think he has a huge advantage in his counter punching ability. And Figueroa is gonna be coming forward regardless anyway. You know what I'm saying? We know Scooter don't really have the pop like that. So it's gonna be about the precise punches. You know what I'm saying? Catching them coming in, catching them swinging and off guard timing, et cetera, et cetera. But eventually Brandon Figueroa cuts off the ring pretty well, and it's going to turn into one of those phone booth fights again. And like you said, Maniac, he just can't get caught up in the phone booth shit. You know what I'm saying? We know you could do it. But pick your spots when you choose to do it. Pick your spots in doing it. You know what I'm saying? And they already have history, so it's not like you got to really show this nigga you could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like he knows you could do it. So just pop, remind him real quick, get out of there. And I think if he sticks to his counter punching, and then whenever he has to, sits down on them, trades a few shots, boom, boom, and get back elusive, get out of the way. I think Cool Boy. I'm not Cool Boy. I think Scooter could pull it off. I think maybe Figueroa, even though it's a different weight class, cool. In his mind, he still lost to dude. You know what I'm saying? So you never know how that plays on the mental part with Figueroa. But if Scooter stands there and tries to trade blows all night with him, pause, then Figueroa could easily, he's a great body puncher too. You know what I mean? Figueroa's a great body puncher, so that could easily go that way. But I feel like Scooter got the advantage in the sense that he already got a victory on him, so you know how to beat him, and you're a better technical puncher than him. You know what I mean? So just stick to your strengths, and he should be able to pull it off. I think he could win it. I think he could win a majority decision.
Okay, nice, fair. I respect it.
I think a
Mo.
majority decision is what Cool Boy got on him the first time.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
Because
breakdown.
one of those judges, real quick, one of those judges always gonna love the aggressiveness of Figueroa. You know what I'm saying? So That's always going to be in the air, regardless. And Figueroa is a great aggressive fighter, so I think it might go the same exact way. I think it might go the same exact way.
Yeah, I agree with that. That was a good breakdown, Ono. I think that with this one, with Fulton going up in a new weight, him having that loss to Inoue, being on top of the world, and then taking that L and then going back to the bottom of the totem pole. I think he's very hungry, and a lot of people are sleeping on that. And I think that this weight class, he's looking to become a world champion and take over again, and have that his name be at the top of the top tier list. And Figueroa is standing in his way. And with him fighting Figueroa in the first match and it being so close, I think with this one, he's going to expose more of Figueroa's strengths and make him pay, because he knows Figueroa is going to be an aggressive fighter. Okay, so because he's going to be an aggressive fighter, he's going to do a lot of counterpunching. He's going to be more slick. He's not going to sit there and trade punches like Uno was saying. He's not going to sit there and try to bang. Even though he wants to, he's got to be more strategic and smart in certain aspects of the fight. And he's got to go and take what Figueroa was giving him. Don't try to sit there and entertain the fans and try to sit there and be a slugger, because you're falling into the game plan of Figueroa and his team. So he's got to listen to his camp. He's got to listen to his corner. He's got to be level-headed, and he's got to go out there and actually fight the fight that his game plan of his corners that's given him. And I think he'll be victorious. I got it by decision as well. I'm going to lean more towards a split decision.
I'm picking Scooter.
I'm picking Scooter for the win by split decision. Just on the fact of how these judges are, you always get that a judge or two that likes that aggressiveness, but it also plays on the fact of if he can contain that aggressiveness in Figueroa, which is sometimes hard to do with a guy like that, he can get the split decision. But if he straight dominate and is one-sided and he just completely shuts his game plan down, then it'll definitely be a majority decision. I don't see a knockout happening. I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening in this particular fight.
All right.
Shout out to Thomas Hill, just joined us in the chat here.
Shout out to Thomas, man. Salute, family. Appreciate
you. What up, though?
The Dream Set Uno was cooking. Listen,
Dream, my dude.
You're right about that body attack from Figueroa, man. You know what I'm saying? We're right about that body attack from Figueroa. It breaks hearts. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I think we in for a good matchup that's gonna pump us up for the main event, right? That's a good co-main. That's a great co-main event to lead us to the main event.
And now that you mentioned that, X, the fight leading to the co-main event, Pitbull Cruz versus Fierro.
My dogs at
two Mexican.
Pitbull is back, y'all. Pitbull is back. Pitbull is a fan favorite down in Las Vegas, man, because Pitbull, as we know, he brings the pain, man. Pitbull is entertainment. Pitbull, last time he was in Las Vegas, he was knocking Rolly Romero the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? He stole the show. He stole the show that night, man, for real. And he's back in the T-Mobile Arena again against Angelo Fierro. So let me see real quick. Hold up. Pitbull is 26-3-1, 18 knockouts. Pitbull was the former WBA super lightweight champ. He lost his title to Rayo last August. Riyadh season down in LA. He got clearly outboxed by Rayo. It was a big upset because nobody was really giving Rayo a shot.
Big upset.
Yeah. They thought Pitbull was going to run through him. Angelo Fierro has 23 wins, 2 defeats, and 2 draws. So Guess we got. Let me see how many knockouts Fierro got. Fierro got 18 knockouts and 23
Yeah,
wins.
yeah, he
So
could punch.
Mhm,
But
he could
X,
punch.
mhm.
I don't know if you remember, he stopped Alberto Machado. Remember the Puerto Rican dude that I think Freddie Roach was training him.
Alberto
Um,
Machado. Yes, he was down. He was down with yeah, he was down with Cotto.
yeah. So
Yeah.
he beat him. He beat him. Look, the thing with Fierro, tough. You know, he does throw wild punches. I think this dude is tailor made for Pitbull, but
Taylor
it won't be.
made.
He has a draw. He has a draw with Juan Carlos Burgos, who's one of the pound for pound gatekeepers in boxing
Yeah,
as well.
and I think,
Um,
look, man,
JCB.
and he lost to
Pitbull.
Alfredo. He
Pit,
lost to Alfredo Santiago, the Puerto Rican Dominican dude that's been cooking down there in PR.
he's
So he got
gonna.
some. He got some fights on his resume.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
gonna. I think it's gonna be a good scrap while it lasts. I just think Pitbull's just gonna overwhelm him, but I think he gonna bring it to Pitbull, like I said, while it lasts. But Pitbull, his pedigree, this is what he does. I've never
yeah.
seen nobody
No, you're a
outfight
maniac.
Pitbull.
Maniac. You're a
Yeah,
maniac. No, that's what this nigga is. He is pedigree. Food.
It's
You know what I
pedigree.
mean?
It's pedigree.
Like,
It's
this
pedigree.
nigga is, yo, dog.
I
So,
like
yo,
it. What we
what
talking
we
about?
talking
What we
about?
talking about?
Yeah,
yeah.
what are we talking
Let's
So he
about?
just.
talk about it. Let's talk about it.
I've never seen anyone, or I don't think there's anyone at 140 that can outfight Pitbull. And I don't expect Fierro to be that guy. If there is
Yeah.
a guy, he's not that guy. So
Yeah,
look,
he's not
real
that guy.
simple. Pitbull,
He's not
Pitbull,
that guy.
I mean me night.
Don't be
That nigga,
sleeping.
yo.
Oh, don't be sleeping
Hey,
on
yo.
Angelo Fierro. You heard?
Nah, listen. Yo, listen. You know what's crazy? It's because, like what Maniac said, it'd be different if he was a different type of fighter. Pitbull's only lost to niggas that could box. And the
Hold up,
crazy
Mo,
shit that he
Mo, Mo.
lost to
Hold up,
Tank,
Mo.
and Tank had to box because his fucking his fist got hurt. Think about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So his weakness is a nigga that could box, that sees that pressure coming, pop, get out the way, and use that aggressiveness, that straightforward shit against him. That's his weakness. And this nigga, your Fierro is not that. Fierro's gonna try to out Pitbull. He's gonna
We
out try.
don't know Fierro though. We don't know Fierro.
You're gonna
Yo,
see. You're gonna see
yo,
Fierro.
Yeah.
He's gonna be.
Fierro,
Mo. All
Fierro
right, man. The heavyweight
es
chef is calling it a night
comida
tonight.
por la perro.
Bueno,
Come on, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Come on. Nah. But
Yeah.
I listen, we don't shit on no fighters, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, he does have all fighters have a chance in the ring. But if
Yes.
Pitbull if he's still who we know who he is, unless Fierro's coming with that style of I'm a
Fierro.
box him. Yeah, if he don't come with that boxing style, like Maniac said, you're not gonna outfight Pitbull.
Pitbull. Nah.
Fierro
You're
gotta
not
come with
going.
that Fierro. Yo, Mo.
Yeah,
Visit your
all
Mo
right.
this weekend, Mo. I think Mo is gone. I think he left us, man.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
mean,
he's cooking up.
what's
cooking
your
up.
thoughts on that fight?
I got Pitbull. I got Pitbull as well, but I don't know Fierro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Fierro. I'm looking at his resume right now. I see that he has had some fights. You know what I'm saying? He got some L's. He got
Yeah.
some draws. He got 18 knockouts, bro. He could punch. So I mean,
He's
this is
tough.
all.
He's been dropped. I'm telling you, X. He throws wild punches. He's a one of them.
This
He's
is
a tough
This is
Mexican.
Mexican style, bro. This is
Yeah.
Mexican
No,
style.
I
And it's
know,
not
but
gonna
For
work.
our entertainment,
yeah,
bro.
but you gotta remember. No, it's gonna be entertaining. But I'm just saying, just like Uno said, if Pitbull, unless he's a shell of himself, then
Mhm.
well, which I
No,
doubt it.
no, I doubt it.
So
I doubt it.
yeah.
Nobody
So
has
I'm
really beaten
telling
the
you,
brakes
you're
out of
gonna
Pitbull
see.
to
He might come
yeah.
out cooking. He might look first 2 rounds. We're like, oh shit, he bringing in a Pitbull, and then
Mhm.
Pitbull say, all right, where my
You know who
dog at?
Pitbull is? You know who
Mhm.
Pitbull is, Maniac? Pitbull is the new Orlando Salido, bro. That's who
Oh,
Pitbull is.
Yes,
You're
yes,
He's the
yes.
yo,
new
that's crazy.
Orlando
Nah, don't do
Salido,
that to
bro.
Pitbull. Cause Salido was a weight bully to the maximum, man. That nigga there. That nigga came in for Lomachenko and 2 weight classes heavier. Nigga said, "Nah, I'm not fucking with this nigga."
with 55 low blows at
Yeah,
that
Yo,
in that fight.
yeah,
but he did,
yeah.
yo. Shout out to
Lomachenko,
Salido.
I
Shout
heard
out to Salido.
Lomo can't have no kids. I heard that's since that
Yeah.
Oh
fight.
man, damn son.
He,
No,
he
but
killed him, man.
Pitbull hasn't really gotten the break speed off him yet. So he got
Yeah,
miles on him,
No,
bro. He got
yeah,
miles to run.
yeah.
You
His
know what I'm
losses
saying?
came to boxers. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So we're gonna have a
you're
good,
gonna you
entertaining
can't
fight.
be yeah. You're gonna have to
And
be
this
a
should put
boxer.
him.
He's just too good.
You know,
He does.
they
You know
was
what I'm
talking
saying?
about
You
him.
can't be
Go
what?
ahead, Maniac.
No. I'm just saying Pitbull is elite at fighting the way he fight. That style,
yeah.
that come
Yeah.
forward. So if your style is similar to that, then you're not gonna beat him. You gotta be a boxer. Even the Mexican dude Cabrera, who fought him
Mm-hmm.
not too long ago, gave him problems
Giovanni.
because he didn't
Yeah,
fight Mexican style. He was a
exactly.
Mexican that was a
Yeah.
pure boxer and gave him
Uh-huh.
issues.
That was the
Fierro is
fight
not
that made
that.
niggas. That was the fight that made niggas say, "Nah, he don't need to fight Tank again." He looked
Tank
a
again.
little.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, Uno.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And
I
for
mean, so it's
Pitbull's sake,
unanimous. Huh?
yeah. We all picking
All
Pitbull on this
Pitbull.
one.
Yeah, yeah.
But for
All
Pitbull's
right.
sake, is best that he does win, and he does win in a spectacular fashion because we know who got their eye on him. The Turk. The Turk
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
put
No.
Pitbull. You know, he wanted to
Listen.
Yeah.
put him in
Hey,
against
It's a
Ryan.
tryout. It's a tryout right here.
Yeah, he wanted to put him in
they put
against
the
Ryan.
stake.
And
They put the
and
stake in front of Pitbull. They know what they doing here. They
Uh-huh.
yeah,
setting him
Uh-huh.
up for a big fight. He
but
got a
Pitbull
big
ain't
fight
dumb
in the
neither.
horizon.
Pitbull ain't
Trust
dumb
me.
neither. He said I didn't want to jump the gun and say, book say yes to the Ryan fight when I haven't got done with my business that I
Yeah.
got right now. You feel me? So
Yeah, we'll see.
good move. And also the Turk is watching Pitbull. You know what I'm saying? He wants to bring you into these
No, you
big
gotta put
fights.
him. He gotta be on that roster. You gotta put him on that roster. And then,
Yeah.
guys, the opener. You got El Mono, Jesus Ramos Jr. versus Banana, Jason Rosario.
Mono against Banana. That's some fucked
It's
up
crazy.
shit right
That
there.
shit
You heard?
sound crazy, B. That
Who
should
made
sound
this match?
crazy,
Theo
son.
Ninja? Theo
And they
made this
both
match?
Spanish.
Hey
What's
yo,
up, bro?
the last time I heard Mono was the Sam Darnold nigga. From the Jets. He caught
No,
Mono.
no,
You
no.
know what I'm saying?
Romano.
Yeah.
Mono.
My fault. Oh,
Mono.
No,
I thought you said Mono.
no,
Mono.
he's Monkey. So Jesus Ramos Jr., Mexican
Mhm.
dude. I think the last time we saw him was against Erickson Lubin, right? A
Yeah.
close fight. Lubin got the nod. He's going
A whack
against
fight. That was a whack fight. No, that wasn't a
it
close fight.
was.
That was a
It,
whack ass fight that
Yeah,
we
it was
was
a dud. It was a
expecting.
dud.
We was expecting
We
that
thought it
shit
was
to
gonna be a
take
banger.
over.
we thought,
Yeah.
I mean, stylistically, they have that kind of style. And then
And
you
none of them
got
fought that
Banana.
style.
He upset it. He upset it. J Rock won the title. Then he fought Charlo, and ever since that fight, bro, he just been
He
on
ain't been the
Dykeman,
same.
smoking hookah. They caught him. They said, "Yo, you want to fight?" He said, "Yo, he didn't even train. He went right to Vegas after smoking hookah."
Yo,
So I
that boy
expect
pulled
Ramos
off
to
the
cook his
upset.
ass.
He pulled off the upset against J Rock, lost to Charlo, lost to Lubin, lost to everybody ever. I don't think he's won a fight, bro. He got a draw. He got a draw with Jerry Hurd just recently. So you still ain't got to win. Yo,
Nah, first off,
everybody, bro.
yo, them two right there. Yo, Jared Hurd. Yo, those is two dudes. I ain't heard from him in a while. Hey, yo, listen. Hey,
Yo,
both of them niggas ain't been the same, yo, since they
since they
lost.
got lost their
Yo,
belts.
yeah, since they've lost, though, the way they lost, though.
Well, it's
Yo,
crazy. It's crazy, right?
it's
Hurd lost to
crazy.
J Rock. J Rock lost to Banana. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. That's what I'm
And the belts
saying.
been getting passed on since.
Yo, and
Yeah.
these two dudes, and that dude, yo, Rosario's, man, listen. It's a wrap, man. It's
Who
a
y'all?
wrap.
Who y'all?
You know?
I'm going. Listen, I'm going Ramos by stoppage. That's it. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, we
If
ain't gonna
he
waste a
don't,
bunch of
if
time
he
on that.
don't stop, if he don't stop Banana, then Ramos ain't what Ninja's been expecting from
Exactly.
him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes.
Because
This is
Charlo
Facts.
folded
food for
him,
him too.
Lubin folded him. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is food. This is
So
food for him too.
yeah. So look, man, I think we pretty we spoke in a way, we spoke the Pacheco card, we broke down
Mhm.
the main card for Saturday,
Oh,
man.
yeah, y'all talking about Clarissa?
Oh, and Clarissa Sunday. I'm
Sunday the
going
Glow,
Clarissa.
baby. My
She's
baby's
back.
back.
That's weird on a Sunday, but make sure y'all tune
And
in the zone.
Shouts to the
You know,
ladies.
homecoming. And it's a homecoming. She fighting at home in Detroit, Little
she's
Caesars
she's fighting the
Arena.
Little Caesars Arena again.
Yep. Yep. Salida
Nice.
Promotions. Price Taylor is
Yes.
on
Mm-hmm.
that card as well. Shout out to the Brooklyn
Mm-hmm.
native
Price was
Price
good.
Taylor. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They gonna have some action there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thing. Good thing with the
She
Shields
defended
card. So yeah.
her
Mm-hmm.
heavyweight championship for the first time.
Yeah. So
Homecoming
look,
Mm-hmm.
though.
man,
Purple.
there's a lot of boxing on this weekend, man. Make sure y'all tune in. My brother, ex Uno, you going out to Vegas too?
I'm thinking about it. What I'm saying? Up in the air.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Up in the
So
air.
my brother Fight Night X for sure gonna be out there. Uno is still up in the air, but he'll
Keith
be repping the
Cologne.
brand. He'll be repping the brand out there. Four corners, look out for that.
He
For
said
us
Keith
here,
Cologne
man.
fighting Saturday too.
Oh,
Keith
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 Cologne fight
Cologne.
Cologne.
Saturday.
Keith Cologne,
Shit,
yes,
Keith
sir.
Cologne. Shout to
Newark, New
Keith Cologne.
Jersey. Fights at
Shout to
the he
Keith
fights at
Cologne,
the
man.
Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Primetime boxing. Primetime
He's another
boxing. Check that out.
up and
Yeah.
coming fighter, man.
Yeah.
Keith, good
Four
kid.
corner
Not only the
alumni.
good. Yes, definitely alumni, man. Four corner. Shout to Keith,
Shout to
man.
Keith.
I'm gonna hit up his father. Just wish them luck on Saturday. But man, anything else y'all want to just say before we shut it down?
Saturday, the Mexicans got it on lock. All right. So it's Mexico versus Cuba. It's
Mm.
Mexico against America, African
Mm.
American. You got Mexico against Mexico, and you got
Mm-hmm.
Mexico against Santo Domingo. Yo,
Oh man.
the
Yeah, a lot of
Mexican
Mexico.
These niggas is
ninjas is
coming
coming
out
for
for
Mexico
war.
on Saturday. You
They
heard?
coming out
And it
for
ain't even
war.
me. It ain't even me.
They starting they bullshit already.
Yeah.
A shout out to PBC, man. They got a good call. We know PBC has been going through their little struggles as of late, but this one right here is the type of
Mm-hmm.
card that they, you know what I'm saying, you need to deliver and
Oh,
it will hold it down. Talk to me,
real
man.
quick. My man Rob's fighter, the other Cuban, he's gonna fight on the YouTube portion.
Hernandez,
Yo Enlings.
Elias. Yeah, you know the
Yes.
Cubans
So
love that Y, my G. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yo, look out for this dude. He got, I believe, it might be 100% night
Six
quill.
and no six knockouts, I think it
Yeah,
is, bro.
So it's gonna be on the
Middleweight.
YouTube portion. If they looking, Rob told me that if Adames loses that belt to Shiraz, they're gonna send him to get the belt back to PBC. So
Hey, that's good money. I mean, this kid, he was on the nominations for Prospect of the
correct,
Year at the Ring Magazine Awards.
correct.
Um, he's 6-0, 6 knockouts, rising middleweight. He has one of the WBA Continentals and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And Rob is the bro man, Rhode Island strong there, Big Rob. He stayed working with fighters, especially the Cuban fighters. This is a good slot for home for Hernandez.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity for him to shine and really push his name out there, man. So
He sparred with
again,
Morrell. He
man,
sparred with Morrell for this
yeah,
for this
they were
training
out
camps as
there
well.
in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look, man, shout to everybody that was in the chat, man. Thank you for tuning in. We
Yeah.
appreciate y'all. We'll be back.
TD, the
We'll be
boxing
back
source,
Wednesday.
Thomas Hill, the Dominican Dream, Buzz, Legend, Dollar Bill. Get ready for Vegas, Marcito, the Bronx. What's his name? What's his name in this joint? The
Bronx
Bronx
Bomber.
Bomber. Yeah, bang bang, Broogie in here. Shout out to Young. Young leaves tonight. Young, safe trip, safe flight.
Travel safe,
Um,
my guy.
Hit us when you touch down, my brother. Get that bottle ready so when we pull up, we in the building. Shout out to No Duck Zone Clarence. Shout out to RSK, Legendary Films, man. Sister Jen, the heavyweight champ Mo, he went to bed on us. Shout out to Rico, baby. And everybody that continues rocking with us here at Four Corners, man. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, man. Next Wednesday, we'll be right back. 15 rounds of boxing live, bringing you the recap from this weekend that's coming up, talking about what's coming up the following week and so on and so on. I said it, que vola, Cuba is gonna pull off the upset. Uno, you know, the
Yo,
maniac. This is what we do. 40 Central. You heard? This is what we do, people. Appreciate y'all,
you
man.
ready?
Good night.
All right, mano.